They thought I had nothing to say. I was about to prove them wrong. For most of my life, I thought being quiet was a flaw, that if I wasn't loud, I didn't matter. The world celebrates noise, the biggest laughs, the boldest opinions, the loudest personalities. But here's what nobody told me. Sometimes, the quieter you become, the louder your impact gets. You ever been in a room full of people and somehow still feel invisible? Yeah, that was me. I used to fade into the background, the quiet one, the observer, the guy who always seemed a little out of sync. And society doesn't exactly celebrate that, does it? If you're not loud, you're overlooked. If you're not talking, you're forgotten. So I tried to change. I forced myself to speak up more, to post more, to pretend I had an opinion on everything, even when I didn't. But here's the irony. The more I tried to stand out, the more I started disappearing. Being loud didn't make me stronger, it just made me fake. And the truth is, being quiet never made me weak. It made me aware. One day, I just stopped talking. Not because I gave up, but because I realized something. I'd been listening the entire time. When you're quiet, you start noticing things others miss. The cracks in people's smiles, the hesitation before they speak. You start understanding what they really mean, not just what they say. And you realize the loudest person in the room isn't always the most confident. Sometimes they're just the most insecure. I started using silence as strategy. While everyone else was shouting to be seen, I was learning to see. People reveal themselves when you stay quiet. They talk, they overshare, they expose their intentions, all because you don't interrupt. And as I spoke less, people began listening more. When you stop begging for attention, you start commanding it, because silence has gravity. When you finally speak, people feel it. Silence doesn't mean absence, it means control. It's stored energy, a loaded weapon that fires only when the time is right. Now I understand something most people never will. In a world addicted to noise, the listener has the advantage. While others argue, I analyze. While they rush to speak, I prepare. And when it's time to move, I already know exactly what to do. That's the real power of being quiet. You're not reacting, you're observing. You're choosing your moment. Silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. You don't need to be loud to be heard. You don't need to shout to have power. When you know who you are, you don't beg for attention, you attract it. And that's the kind of energy that makes people pause when you finally speak. The world is full of people shouting into the void, desperate to be seen. But the quiet ones, we're too busy observing, learning, and building something real. I stopped trying to be heard. I started listening, and that changed everything. If anyone ever called you too quiet, good. That means you're dangerous in a way they'll never understand. Because silence isn't emptiness. It's awareness. It's patience. It's focus. Let others play the game of who's louder. You play the game of who's smarter. Because silence wins long term. And by the time they realize that, you'll already be miles ahead. Silence isn't weakness. It's control. People underestimate quiet people because they can't measure what they don't see. They think strength is something that has to announce itself. A deep voice, a confident posture, a loud opinion. But quiet strength doesn't need an audience. It doesn't ask for validation. It simply acts. And when it does, it's unstoppable. Being quiet teaches you discipline. It teaches you to listen before you act, to think before you speak, to plan before you move. That's why silence scares people, because they don't know what's going on behind it. And the truth is, that's your advantage. Let them underestimate you. Let them mistake your calm for weakness. Let them talk. Because while they waste energy proving who they are, you'll be busy becoming it. And one day, when the noise finally fades, you'll still be standing there, steady, focused, silent. and powerful. Because silence doesn't seek attention, it builds empires.